I want to add a piece of context that I've heard you mention before, but not in every debate, and that is the concept that like not every man is going to get married.
No.
You're not saying because we look at the anthropological record, we can see about 40% of men and 80% of women throughout history have reproduced. That means 60% of men never reproduce.
It could be higher. That I've seen lately from the 2024 data. Now I haven't parsed this to be fair, so this is all knee jerk. That it could have been as high as 70% of men never reproduced.
Yeah.
Ever. And this had a lot to do with they were expendable.
Yeah.
They're expendable.
Yeah, definitely. And so we've seen that there's actually one point, I want to say, don't quote me correctly, but about 9,000 years ago, that it was like 17 women for every one man that was reproducing.
8,000 years ago.
Yeah, 8,000 years ago. That was a situation that happened because there had always been times throughout history there were surplus men. So while your prescription for marriage as being a great thing, it's not the salvation for all of humanity, because you're saying, well, there's some men, either secular or just men that women don't find attractive, that probably aren't going to get married.
My prescription is based specifically around this, and this is what the debate was about: marriage in the West, right? Wasn't about anything other than marriage itself. From my view, marriage is a religious institution. It's not for fucking secularists anyway. That's one, right? So when I define marriage, religion's already baked in. Everything else is not even marriage to me. It's just some bullshit that you made up, okay? And you got a state contract for, which is retarded. If you ask me, though, I want to get married. Men who want to get married because they want the benefits of marriage, right? Which is more stable households, right? Much more well-adjusted kids, and your happiness index is way higher. Almost everything. There's huge benefits to it for men. Okay, and we could go through step by step each data point. You could maybe dispute some of them or quibble over some of them, but you're going to have to walk away with the understanding that it is beneficial for men.
Yeah.
And so the ones who want to partake in those benefits of the stable household, things like that, what would we prescribe for those men? My argument is that the prescription of the traditional church gives the best outcomes for people who want stable marriages. And I demonstrated it over and over and over, just in the outcome of not having to deal with divorce as much, right? At significantly lower percentages, and the outcomes for your children being way, way, way better.
In a two-parent household.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's marriage, right? Two-parent household.
Yeah.
So if it's the case you want to partake in the benefits of marriage, right, out of all the options available to you, that's the best one. And that's what the debate is, right? And these guys, like the Puas and the idiots and the dummies who are like, nah, don't do that. Just like that guy sent out a tweet saying, screw prostitutes and play video games.
Right.
Right. And I'm like, what? No. The idea of you as a secularist not wanting to partake in marriage makes total sense to me. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I never believed you did anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. I never believed you did anyway. But if you're trying to partake in that, in marriage, there's only one thing that seems to be the stalwart against the social progression of feminism, and that's the traditional churches. And I'll argue those data points with anybody, anytime.